What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Everything 9000 podcast. What are you saying, Amrit?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
How was India?
It was really good. Really good. I got shits in between, like really badly.
You went to a wedding and you got the Delhi belly.
Dilly belly, yeah.
Dilly belly.
It must have been something in the... I think there was like some sort of viral or like going around. I don't think it was the food as such.
Going around that wedding?
I don't know, but like a lot of people got ill, like a lot. And I was just like shitting. It was just like...
Did you have the tap water there?
I think a little bit, yes. A little bit here and there.
Rookie error?
Yeah, but to be honest, like, you know, the water bottle, I don't trust them anyway. There. You know why? Yeah, because you open the water, right, the bottle, and it's full right to the top, to the point where it just squeezes out and it just drops. So it's just like somebody's filled it up from a tap and then just sealed it with the lid.
You know that expression, it takes one to know one?
Right.
So that means that thought has come into your head because you would do something like that.
No, I'm just saying, I don't trust the the bottled water there. I think when you look at a bottled water, it's always like slightly below the cap, isn't it? Right? But those ones, Bisleri, that's the one that apparently sells a lot there. It's always right to the top. Right to the top.
Right.
So it makes me suspect of it. But yeah, I had to take a day out of my schedule, a whole day out, because it was just so bad.
Because it was that bad.
I remember the whole night, I was just glad I was like, my bedroom was next to a toilet, because I just kept going back and forth all night.
Talking of toilets, and you going to the toilet, we watched Dune 2 recently.
Yes. Amazing film.
Do you know what? I didn't even plan to start with this, because this is quite low down on our list. Obviously, as always, we've got a few topics to cover. Check out the description and head to any particular topic you like, but ideally stay for the whole thing. So Dune 2, we watched it. We'll get onto the movie review itself.
Yeah.
But you know what? I considered going to a movie on my own for the first time ever. I was like, do you know what? Let's experience this. Let's just fully be immersed in the experience.
I've done it many a times. It's really good.
I wanted to immerse myself in the experience. I thought, fine, you know what? It's a good movie. Yeah. It's Rotten Tomato scores, IMDb scores, off the charts. Everyone's raving about it. Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, what's not to like, right? So I thought, okay, I need to go cinema. I need to watch this ASAP. Hans Zimmer soundtrack. Come on, right? And I know you're a movie enthusiast. I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's go with Amrit. You know, bog off, Meerkat movies. Great deal there. Tickets will be cheap. He's a movie enthusiast. He won't put me off, right? He's into his movies. He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to chat. See, I'm one of two. It can go two ways. I either just want to lock in and just enjoy the movie, or if you set me off, I'm going to be that twat in the cinema that ruins it for everyone else. Right. But on this occasion, I just wanted to lock in. But during this movie, I think it was about 40 minutes into the movie, you went to do a shit.
Yeah.
You went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Spent about 13 minutes in there.
Not 13, 7 at very best.
Right, but let's just acknowledge the fact that there's this massive movie playing in the cinema.
So when
you've got premium leather seats.
When nature calls, nature calls.
Right. Nature calls. And then I would say about an hour and a half into the movie, you're on your phone on Instagram.
Yeah, for literally 1 minute.
No, but can we just get to the thought process of you thinking, do you know what? I'm not being stimulated enough here by a box office record-breaking movie.
I don't think it's a box office record movie.
Well, as of now, it's made 350 million.
Yeah, I don't think that's like record-breaking.
In the first week and a half, 2 weeks, it is.
Right, okay. Yeah. I'll have to verify that after this podcast.
You can.
Okay.
You can. If you get time from your Instagram breaks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Instagram because one post came to my attention. I was just reading something.
No, let's forget what was on the Instagram post. Let's get to the thought process behind. I'm watching a movie here. This isn't quite doing it for me. I need to jump on Instagram.
Right.
So let's talk me through that.
I know what you're trying to say here. Make me sound like as if I've got a short attention span.
You do have a TikTok attention span.
I do not, buddy. Not when it comes to films or when it comes to good films.
No, see, this is what I mean. You give it 10. Oh, I'm a film enthusiast. Oh, I watch a movie and I love it. I watch this culture movie, this culture. Before Dune 2, I called you. I was like, do you know what? I only watched Dune recently on Netflix. I watched it a week before, the Friday before. Never read the book before, never watched the movie before that. I was like, let's go, do it, yeah? I called you up like, yo, let's watch Dune 2. Aman, what are you on about, man? Me, I watched Dune ages ago. What, you've only watched it now? I've rewatched it twice since to rejog my memory.
Yeah.
By the way, half an hour into the movie, you didn't know who the fucking emperor was. I had to tell you.
Yeah.
Do you admit that?
No, but that's because I watched it so far back. I watched it when Dune came out.
What about when you were literally giving it 10? Like, I've rewatched it to rejog my memory.
Yeah, rewatched it about a few months back as well, right? I watched Dune when it came out in the cinemas first.
That's how you used to prepare for exams.
Right. And then a few months ago, I watched it again because I was just bored and I watched Dune.
Right.
And I didn't watch it like in whole again, but I watched most of it, right, that time. And so I just, obviously just... So what? I made a mistake on one character. What's wrong with that?
Let's not gloss over this fact that there's this big movie playing. What was the urge to... What was the thought process? That's not doing it for you. I need some more stimulation. I need Instagram. What was it?
Right. Again, as I said, my phone pinged.
It pinged?
Yeah.
Right.
It was like a message and I opened it.
You opened the message.
Right.
Right.
It was on Instagram.
Oh, you got a ping on Instagram, a DM?
Yeah.
Verify it right now. I know what time and date we went to the
why
cinema.
Why am I going to open
don't
the
chat
DM?
shit.
No.
These are our loyal viewers. Don't chat shit to them. We're here now.
Yeah.
I can load up the ticket time we had.
Right.
I can load up the date. You show me the exact DM that you got.
I'm not going to show you exact DMs. You're not going to let you into my DMs.
We won't. I don't need to see the message. Just show me the time and the date.
Okay.
There's a timestamp, right?
Yeah.
Instagram has timestamps.
Right.
Show me.
But then it was on a group. So since then it's gone.
No, they don't disappear.
No, they don't disappear, but I'll have to go scroll through
It's
the
right, we've got time.
What is this? Like fucking CID or something?
Why don't you prove what happened?
What day was it?
I'll show you what day it was. It was last week.
My thing's not working. I've got wire network.
Shall I hotspot you?
No,
I can give you Wi-Fi. I can give you Wi-Fi. That's not a problem.
No,
I can hotspot you. Either way, let's not bullshit. Don't bullshit me here. You didn't get a ping.
I did get a ping, and that's why I went on it. And then it was on Instagram, and then I saw that one particular post. It was from I can't remember where exactly, but I just started reading.
It was the core movement.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. So I was reading a post from them. It was about somebody. One of their posts about like one of the survival stories, and I just started reading that for like literally 1 minute, and in that minute you saw me on the phone.
But do you know what? I gave you 10 seconds. I was like, all right, just refreshing. I didn't even look at your phone at this point because I was like, I don't care. Like, I just want to lock in on the movie. But then I just saw that light in the corner of my eye.
No, that pisses me off.
And it pissed me off.
Yeah.
So then I was like, what the fuck? Right? And I literally I just looked at your face and said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? And do you look back and think that, you know, how you acted, it was unacceptable?
For the Instagram, yes. It was. Okay, but then again...
What about going for a shit?
That you can't help.
Right, but you don't even know what you missed in the movie.
That's okay, because it was start of the movie, and I'm pretty sure, like, I clocked on what was happening.
Yeah.
Right? So, but when nature calls, buddy.
Interesting. Yeah. You know what? I thought it was just something to talk about. What about the movie itself, man? What did you make of the movie itself?
I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
See, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
Even though reviews are, as of now, they were 9. They're now 8.9.
I said like a solid 7.5, but then like...
But why? But I don't understand why it's rated. Because literally, I'm going on TikTok, I'm going on social media. Everyone is raving about Dune.
Yeah.
And people are commenting saying, like, nah, you're doing too much. And people are making videos about those comments and saying, no, we're not doing too much. Dune 2 is this good. Like, it's that good. It's this good. I'm going to put myself out there a bit. I don't think Dune 2 is that good. What do you think?
I think it was... Why did you give it an 8 if you don't think it was that good?
Because I've...
So, when you give something an 8...
I'll give you my reason.
When you give something an 8...
When I give something an 8, it's good in my eyes. Right? It's good. An exceptional movie is a 9 for me.
Right.
Yeah, so it wasn't exceptional because, yes, it had a good storyline. Yes, there was some good acting from Timothée Chalamet. Personally, I love Zendaya. I don't think she acted great in this movie.
She was amazing. That was her character.
What do you mean?
Like, she was amazing in that film.
I wouldn't say she was amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love Zendaya. I think she's really great, really cool. Yeah. But I don't think that was her best acting performance. I think Timothée Chalamet was good.
Yeah.
I thought the mother was brilliant.
Yeah. The Reverend Mother, that is for you, mate.
Apologies.
Yeah. Right.
It's okay. I'm listening now, Gabe. Say what I want. But anyway, I think the storyline was very good, but predictable.
Predictable?
To an extent. I didn't think there was any curveballs in there that was like, yo, I was not expecting that. What was unpredictable for you?
the fact that his dad was not who we knew it was to be. So I don't want to give any spoilers.
That was the one
yeah.
little element of surprise.
Right.
Yeah. But apart from that, I'm saying the general way that the movie went, they were hiding, they were looking for them, the Emperor had set it up, he was going to go after the Emperor, he was going to go for revenge, bring the people together. He was then dealing with this visions and story. Like, it was all fairly straightforward.
I don't know. Obviously, you can't... It's based on a book. Right, okay, yeah. So you can't really like make your own shit up as well. So you got to go what's actually, you got to adapt it, as truthfully as you can. But I think it's generally quite a good story. So I wouldn't class
Which is why I gave it an 8.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's exceptional.
But see, everyone is saying that.
I don't know, I wouldn't say it's exceptional.
IMDb right now has it at 8.9.
Like,
this is
the last
hundreds of thousands of
exceptional
reviews.
film that I watched that was truly exceptional was a Netflix film called Roma. It came out like in 2019 or something.
Yeah.
Mexican film. Absolutely brilliant. You should watch that film, actually.
I tried it. It was shit.
Wow. See, that's what you call TikTok attention span, mate.
Sure.
Right? But Roma was the most exceptional film that I can think of in recent memory. I really liked... Again, I wouldn't say it was exceptional. The Leonardo DiCaprio movie we went to watch, Killers of a Flower Moon. That was a very good film.
That was, again, good, but not exceptional.
I would say it was a very good
7.8
film.
for me.
It was a very good film, but not exceptional. So I'm just trying to think of the last exceptional...
Our friend Amo, who has a very much TikTok attention span,
yeah,
he thought it was shit.
Yeah, because it was like 4 hours and he couldn't sit there for 4 hours. But, the
Without
last...
a drink.
Yeah. So I think the last exceptional film that I watched, if you're going to categorize it as such, is probably...
This isn't a movie as such, but obviously... It's a TV series on Netflix at the minute, The Gentleman.
Yeah.
I'm 4 episodes deep now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give any spoilers. Don't give me any fucking spoilers, I swear. Right.
But you're 4 episodes in. Have you got to the part where they...
Shut up. I love Guy Ritchie.
Right, yeah.
Insane, man.
Yeah.
That first episode as well.
Brilliant.
The chicken bit.
Yeah.
Be a fucking chicken. You're still human. Be a fucking chicken.
That series was nuts. I finished it, by the way. So
I'm not surprised.
No, I watched it on the way to London and back. So I just downloaded it and just watched it on the way.
Do you know what that chicken scene reminds me of? It reminds me of 2 other shocking bits of TV that I've seen.
It wasn't shocking. It was a bit apparent.
No, it was shocking.
I felt it was apparent. Like, as in, like, that was going to happen.
No, it was going to happen, but it's the way it all played out. Like, come on, that scene was a bit of a shock. That's not a normal scene to watch.
It's not normal to watch, but it was expected. Like,
I'm not saying shock in the sense of it was unexpected.
Yeah,
I'm saying shock in the sense of how it plays out.
And I was like, I wasn't gasping for air when he shoots, but then because it was kind of like obvious.
Yeah, but it's like the in Succession.
Yeah,
bore on the floor.
Oh yeah, that was no. See, that was better. The ball on the floor was better.
I thought they were equally fucked.
Nah.
And a third example I've got, right, which comes to mind, Griselda, when they're at the party and she makes them fornicate.
Griselda. Oh yeah, that. See, again, that wasn't exceptional either. Like, I don't think that was like that was.
But it was a moment where you could feel tension, man.
Yeah,
it was otherworldly.
The ball in the
on the floor.
That was there.
That's peak TV.
That was peak TV.
I felt,
the Gentleman there and then the Griselda one there.
Yeah, fine. Right. But it's all on the same spectrum, if you know what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say so, because ball on the floor, that was...
No, I'm not saying they're at the same amount. I'm just saying it's that type of scene.
That type of scene, but like ball on the floor, that was something else, man. I might just watch that tonight again, just that particular episode. It was fucking fucked.
But you know what? This Gentleman scene was fucked as well, man.
Yeah.
That chicken scene was fucked.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, so we also need to talk about, man, this has been huge. You could not have missed it. Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
Insane.
You know what? Like, I was reading a whole article about it this morning. So the reason why it's so huge is basically because ever since like Kate was diagnosed and it was like made apparent that Kate was like had some surgery, right? Yeah, they've been really like quiet about her conditions and like about them releasing any sort of photos of her, right? So when they did release a photo, and it was like very quickly became apparent that it was photo.
But even that photo was as a result of weeks and weeks of the public talking about Kate Middleton.
Yeah, that's
where
what
is
I mean.
she?
Yeah.
Why is there no appearance? What's going on? the internet became silly and internet became the internet. Oh, she had a BBL. She did this. She did that.
Oh, is that what they were saying?
That was the initial joke.
Oh,
but then people were like, wait, do you know what? It's actually been a while.
Yeah.
There's no future engagements where she's going to be present.
What was really, really like different about this is like the Palace, like nobody ever says sorry. Like nobody ever.
That's a given.
No. Nobody ever apologizes for anything. So like for Kate to come out and say sorry and take all the blame. Now people are getting a bit sus about that.
You're jumping the gun, man. You got to explain to the viewers what's happening. You were just talking about the end product. Get there first.
Okay.
Yeah. For months and months, she was just nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard of. Then a statement was released that she's had abdominal surgery. Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone was like, okay. But then still no one's seen or heard anything, right? The public pressure grows and grows and grows. Finally, and this is what's weird as well, as a result of the public pressure, otherwise they would never have posted that picture, they post a picture, and even in the caption, they're like, this was taken by the Duke this weekend.
Yeah.
Sus.
Yeah, and then it was very apparent that how like doctored that image was.
That picture is crazy.
Photoshopped.
But if you look at that picture, right? I immediately saw it. Obviously, I do a bit of photo editing, right? So I can tell a little bit, right? The picture was all in one focus. Her hands around the kid. One was in perfect focus. The other was blurred. Why? Have you seen the picture?
But it also looks a bit unnatural. Like it's just her hands like here.
Yeah.
Right? It also looks like... It just looks like it's been photoshopped there and there.
If you look at the picture, right...
Because you can't see her arms anywhere, right?
It's actually quite eerie because her head size is so much bigger than her body. You can just tell it's...
Oh, I never noticed that. I never like looked for those details. I just... Apparently, like, the... What's her name? Is it Charlotte? Princess Charlotte? Their daughter. So her arm is like slightly unnaturally bent, and then there's like a little...
There's a bit of stone on the floor where there's a rise as well, and it looks like a step, but it shouldn't be a step. I'm just trying to find out.
Oh my god,
it's crazy. no, it's crazy. You can't.
And apparently, Catherine has done it herself. Apparently, anyway. But yeah.
Well, I can't find it now, but basically you need to look at the picture and her face is like, it's definitely not right. And then, she comes out, she says, I was playing around with some photo editing. No one in the UK is believing that Kate Middleton is editing photos.
She could be.
Do you reckon?
She could be. I don't know.
She's not on a laptop with Photoshop downloaded.
Yeah.
Sorting her picture out to post on Instagram. If you're that level of wealth, are you doing that?
Nah, I can't be asked. You got somebody to do it for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or she could be just bored. You know? She could be just bored and decided.
But it is all a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if she's bored, she'll probably do other things as opposed to just sitting and editing and uploading a photo. Was it uploaded on her Instagram or something, or their Instagram?
On their Instagram, the title one.
Right.
Or Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Twitter announcement.
Interesting. So it's very sus. The whole thing is very, very sus. And the weird thing as well, like when they released the photos, like, you know, Press Association, like one of the biggest like photo agencies, they had to call all the photos back, so they had to send a message to everybody saying like, delete that photo because it's been called back.
That tweet, by the way, was recalled.
Yeah.
And it was deleted.
Yeah.
Which in itself, again, is sus.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the whole thing.
There's layers of sus.
Yeah. There's something defo going on.
100%. Yo, did you see Jay Shetty? The whole thing that went on there?
No, but he's another one of those people that I find very insincere.
Well, he is insincere in the sense that he's faked it till he made it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the whole thing? So you know Jay Shetty, right?
No, I know he's got this like podcast and stuff. Yeah,
so-called spiritual guru.
Yeah, like a monk.
Yeah, but people in the industry.
He's one of those like typical like Instagram philosophers, which I just hated.
Yeah, but people, he's been exposed essentially.
Really, what is this? I've not heard any of this shit.
So basically, a guy called Dr. Pedram Shojai.
Okay.
He came out. This is what he looks like.
Right.
He came out and posted a whole video on TikTok, a minute video, and he explained, look, he said he is the real monk.
Right.
He said he published a book, and everything that Jay Shetty has said or along those lines, it's from that book, it's from his knowledge. He said this was actually exposed, it went to court, there was a cease and desist letter, everything happened, but everyone in the industry that's in that industry has known for a while.
Right.
But it's now recently become a sort of a social phenomenon that he's a fraud, aka fraud.
Yeah.
And now everyone's just been on case. But it is remarkable
Because he used to get some really big hitters from Hollywood onto...
The President of the United States.
Yeah.
It doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah, I remember he did like a whole thing with...
Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner. He's got them all.
Yeah.
That's big.
But there was always something weird about the guy. And see, this is, again, one of my instincts about that guy. I told you from the very get-go I didn't like him. And you were still like, oh, you know, no.
You know what? He was one of the few up and in that made it, man.
He's a cunt, mate. He was always apparent.
Them green eyes, man.
But I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, but it's a bit... I didn't know this was going on.
Another person that's got a lot of hate recently is Stephen Bartlett, man.
Really?
Yeah, he was another one. You were in India at this point, so you missed all this.
Okay.
But he does loads of ads with Huel. You know Huel?
Yeah. I know, yeah.
So everyone just rinsed that advert that he had with Huel.
Because he's like a diary of a CEO, isn't it? That's the reason.
Yeah, it's great, man. But he was like... obviously promoting the product in a very like, oh my god, it's the best thing on earth way. And people, including some celebrities, came out and took the piss out of him. And all the comments and everything are just like, oh, do you know what? Just something about him just seems very disingenuous. He seems as though he's lied his way to the top. His company actually did this much. He always says it did this much, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, it's that much. Obviously, I can't verify these facts. But that's what public perception has been. I like him.
I never looked too much into him. I've always knew he's existed, and like I've just never.
Well, do you not watch Dragon's Den?
No,
bro.
Not watched it since like 2006.
Dragon 2006.
Yeah, probably was the last time I watched it or something.
How old were you then?
Like I was in school, year 7 and stuff.
That's what's weird that you don't watch it now, but you watched it then.
Yeah, I watched it when it was all like what was his name? Peter what? Yeah, it's been
Peter
years.
Jones, man.
Peter Jones, that's it. Yeah, and
so you never watched it when Tej Lalvani came onto it.
Who the fuck's that?
He was the CEO. He probably still is CEO of Vitabiotics.
Right. No, I watched it when it was all like prominently white panel. Probably. I watched it as a kid. I've not watched it since. Again,
it's sick. It's good. I always watch that, and at least 2 of the pictures of an episode, you get some valuable insight.
I remember watching it back in the day when I was a kid, but I've not.
They're killing it in India now. They got Shark Tank.
Yeah, it's always on my Instagram.
Dad watches that.
Really, Shark Tank. Yeah,
I've tuned in a couple of times. They take it to a next. Do you know what it is? I've seen one key difference between Shark Tank and Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
In Shark Tank,
from what I've seen clips of it from Instagram, it's always just like little kids coming up with some bullshit ideas and get ripped.
No.
Is it not that?
No. It's actual legit businessmen who have legit ideas. And you know what? The investors actually walk away with like 1 or 2%. Whereas you flip that with Dragon's Den, Peter Jones, Deborah, etc., they're taking minimum 10-15%.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they just cuss your valuation. They're like, we are not investing in that. Yo, one thing we need to talk about now. This is crazy. I don't know if you've seen this, but your guy, Jamie Carragher, has had a nightmare.
Right. What the fuck's going on? Like,
have you not seen this?
Nah. Have I missed everything for the 2 weeks I was not in the UK?
This happened last night. I can't even watch this back. This is how much it cringes me out. So I'm going to put it on for you, but I'm going to pretend it's not playing.
Right. Okay.
This is crazy. So you know CBS Sports?
Yeah.
It's actually, over the last few months, become one of my favourite sports panellists.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They have banter. They've got a good panel.
Thierry Henry, Micah Richards.
Yeah. Not Mika. It's Big Meeks, but it's Micah.
Right.
And Kate Abdo. Kate
Yeah,
Abdo is the presenter.
Yeah.
Now,
they always have like good banter on there.
Yeah, they were covering the Arsenal Champions League game.
Right. What has he done? Like, has he killed, like, spat at somebody or something?
You know what? This is arguably worse. You know, when I saw his spitting thing, I was like, do you know what? I did the same. But when I see this, let me set the context right. Everybody knows this, that there's this running joke on the internet, and Twitter memes take this to shreds, that Thierry Henry has just the biggest crush on Kate Abdo.
Yeah.
You must have seen the banter.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you know the banter around that. Now...
Well, I've not seen this. If it's as big as you're saying it is, it would have been in the news and stuff.
It's been in all sorts of news. Okay, now watch this. Just press play and take it in.
Except for the last part, you've got to wear it.
I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
To who?
Manchester United. Thank you very much.
Not to Malik.
What? Why would you even say that?
Sorry? He hasn't had a mention in the show yet.
He hasn't had a mention.
Wear it next. Except for the last...
Malik is her fiance.
Right,
who
yeah.
she's engaged to. Deontay Wilder's ex-trainer, right? They always mention him in the show. They've always at times been on the line of banter of taking the piss out of Kate, like, who's your favourite? But they never outright say, oh, you've got a crush on Henri. That's an internet rumour, right?
Yeah.
Now,
that
happened.
Yeah,
that is fucked.
Yeah, who you're loyal to.
She says, oh, I'm loyal. To who?
Yeah. And
not to Malik. Jamie Carragher does it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as big as you're making it sound, but yeah, it's fucked.
It's huge.
It's not huge.
It's huge. The internet has been going crazy. How are you on live TV accusing a presenter of not being loyal to a fiancé?
Is it as huge as he's saying? I'm going to open my Twitter now. Yeah?
I typed in Jamie Carragher on Twitter now, and it was still came up on his name as trending.
Right. Let me see if it's trending or not. Yeah.
Look at that. What does it say under Jamie Carragher?
No, that says Jamie Carragher. Yeah.
What does it say under it? What does it say under it?
Oh, actually, it does say sports trending Jamie Carragher. Yeah. Here, come to. I thought Jamie Carragher attempted to end Kate Abda's relationship live on TV just for a few giggles. What a class individual. Jamie Carragher and Malik.
I've seen that one. Jay in between us. I reposted that. No, but that is bad. And you can see how red Carragher's face goes. And you can see Michael Richards just puts his head down.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It is bad. Oh, it's because Jamie Carragher's wearing an Arsenal top. I just realised.
No, it doesn't matter what the context is.
Yeah, I'm not saying context, but yeah. So he's saying, why are you not putting it on? She's like, I'm loyal to Manchester United. And he's saying, not to your fiancé. That's a bit fucked. Yeah, that's a bit fucked.
Basically, he thought the joke was going to bang.
Yeah.
And they were going to have a ha-ha-ha moment.
Nobody laughed.
Nobody laughed. She looked at him like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
You just said that on live TV.
Yeah, that's fine.
If I'm Malik, I'm actually rocking up to studio. Yeah. Deontay Wilder's ex-trainer. And
I'll bring Deontay Wilder.
I would do a Will Smith. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth.
Not his name. And
it would be his name in this circumstance. Not my wife's, right? Yeah. It would be his in this circumstance. I had to adapt that.
In your accent was very cringe. I don't know if you saw me cringe.
Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, I would stop.
He didn't say the motherfucking, did he, Will Smith? But you do it. You do the accent.
I'm not going to do
it.
No,
do it once. Do it.
I'm not going to.
You go and do it. You might as well. We're deep now.
No, we're not. I'm not doing it, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried. But yeah, do you think this will result in him being fired?
No.
You don't?
No.
You think this is worse than him spitting or not?
Well, if he didn't get suspended for the spit thing, he's not going to get suspended for that.
He did from Sky for a bit.
For a bit, then they brought it back on.
Right.
I don't think there's going to be any action from this.
Really?
I mean, are you predicting what sort of action were you predicting here?
It will come down to what's Kate's verdict. They will say, Kate, are you comfortable working with him in the future? She will ultimately say, I think so.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to become...
There will be an apology behind the scenes and stuff. Jamie Carragher is not a vital component to that panel.
I think...
Michael Richards is.
I think there's like a...
Michael Richards is. Thierry Henry is.
He's one of the four. He is.
He's the least of the four.
I wouldn't say so.
Who would you say is?
I think they're all equal footing on that panel.
There's not an equal footing. There never is. Come on now, Amrit. Come on. Just stop sitting on the fence.
No. Okay.
Stop sitting on the fence.
The whole thing with Sky and Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville. Who's above who?
So no, those two work because of that relationship they bring.
Yeah.
So that's a different scenario. I'm talking about on that panel.
Yeah, and again, it's a relationship that they bring. They each bring something of their own.
Come on now.
I'm being serious to you, Jamie Carragher. Nothing will happen.
Come on, man.
It's just a joke that he made in bad taste.
I could look at Beta Squad and I can name you who is the most entertaining and who's less. I could look at the sidemen now and tell you who's carrying and who's not. Right. I could look at that panel. Thierry Henry, world class, elite. He's killing it. Michael Richards brings all the energy and jokes. Kate works well with Michael Richards, especially because she just roasts him in all the intros. What is Jamie Carragher bringing?
Again, I think he brings his own perspective. He brings his own shit jokes and stuff. He rips into he has a good relationship with Thierry. I don't think there is anything to resolve.
But if anyone were at risk of losing it because of something like this, it is Jamie Carragher.
You hate Jamie Carragher, but you can't see the way.
Did you see that ridiculous statement he made and he was shut down by Gary Neville?
What ridiculous statement?
He was like, oh, this Liverpool and Manchester City rivalry is the greatest the Premier League's ever seen.
It is.
How so?
Are you really disputing that?
Well, Gary Neville said, whilst Ian Wright was standing there, Ian Wright, he was like, I don't know how you just heard that and didn't tear Jamie another one. right? Because Arsenal and United in that period, over 7 years, United won 4 leagues, Arsenal won 3, and that was a back and forth, and there was blood, and they hated each other. You're comparing that to this? Manchester City winning 5 leagues, Liverpool winning 1. You're comparing that, really?
No. But the level of football is something else.
So only level of football goes into rivalry?
Yeah, because...
That's it, we're done. We're done with that.
Okay, I'm just saying...
We're done with that. Because even Jamie Carragher took back his statement partially. He says, no, okay, I understand that. And he just talked about the level of football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, the level of football has gone high because of what Guardiola's done.
Just Guardiola?
I'll give Klopp some props as well.
Right.
But ultimately, Klopp's only won 2 meaningful trophies.
Yeah. That's fine. But then... Bruv, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Klopp to you because it falls on deaf ears. You know...
It doesn't, because I appreciate he's a good manager. And the last match against who was it? You know, where they played a lot of kids and they brought out a stellar performance. You got to rate that because it was a system Klopp's created. They came into the team and performed to what his standards need. Exactly. No, so I appreciate all of that. I genuinely do appreciate it.
No, I get your point about Arsenal back and forth with the trophies and stuff and the blood.
And think about the Keane Vieira.
Yeah, but then I think football was different back then. It's not as crazy. You see,
exactly. It's soft. Game's gone soft.
It's not gone soft. It's just developed and it's gone a bit more intellectual as opposed to just saying like I'm going to war type of scenario too.
That's what you need, man.
I don't know.
That mentality of winning. If Liverpool players had that, you would win more.
I don't think so.
100%.
I don't think so at all.
100%. If you view it as war, like how Roy Keane did, you're on job. There is no way you're losing.
I disagree.
Yeah. Do you want more?
I don't know what's happening with today, man.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I know. Just cut my face out when I'm like yawning and stuff.
Absolute cunt. Yeah, I was watching the PSL, the Pakistan Super League.
Yeah. Interesting.
Basically, yeah. I think they've done well. I think the PSL has improved. Apart from, again, their fielding. I see it so many times, the ball goes up in the air and they drop the catch, man. And it's like, even the commentator's like, oh my God, here's a chance, huge chance. Oh, no, it's not a chance. And it's like time, and that's like to the same fielder twice in about 6 overs.
Was it in the PSL? What's his name? Shoaib Malik. He was...
Shoaib Malik's still going.
He's still going, but then there was a whole thing about him fixing some balls in an over. Was it in the PSL or was it in a different league?
Well, it must be the PSL then, because that's where he's like killing it.
Really?
But I've not heard about this fixing thing.
Really? Type it right now.
Is that in this year's thing?
Yeah, it was literally just a couple of weeks back.
Well, then it's the PSL because that's what's going on.
Go on, have a look. He bowled like 3 no balls in 1 over.
Oh, that's the Bangladesh Premier League. I didn't even know they had a Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was it Bangladesh Premier League?
And bowled 3 no balls consecutively.
Yeah, that's bare sus, isn't it?
That is sus. So yeah, going back to the Premier League.
Fucking hell.
Going back to the...
I can't get over that shit, man. Honestly, I saw that headline. How the fuck is my man, a professional cricketer, bowling 3 no balls in a fucking over? That's mad,
As a spinner.
As a spinner?
As a spinner.
It's not even like he's done like a fucking 10-mile run-up.
Are you going to do that at Cloud Cricket this year?
I don't know how that's been glossed over, man. Has he been fined or something? I'm sure there was something about...
That's a developing story.
It's actually fucked. I don't know why they do it, man.
Man like Shoaib Malik.
I don't know why they fucking...
He is peak Pakistan cricket. If you think about it, he's their biggest celebrity cricketer.
Yeah, he was married to the Indian tennis player.
Apart from Babar, maybe.
Yeah, so he was also been in the news about his personal life. So he's been married to the Indian tennis player. What's her name? Sania Mirza.
Right.
Yeah.
And before that, he was with Malika Arora. Back in the day.
Right, okay. But then, so he's been married to the Indian tennis player for ages.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there was some news in the media that perhaps they're breaking up. But then all of a sudden, he announced his wedding to another actress from Pakistan.
Wow.
Literally, yeah. And then in the media it came out that they divorced about a couple of months ago or something, or that, she left him or something. But he's been seeing this other actress, and that actress was married to somebody else as well. And so her divorce came, and then like his divorce came all of a sudden, and then it was like very sudden. Everybody was taken by surprise. Like on their Instagram and Twitter, they just posted them getting married. So imagine like David Beckham and I don't know, fucking hell, like Emily Blunt just post on Instagram, we just got married today. There's that level of fucking fuckery that was going on.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
That's actually insane.
Hey, and then that fucking 3 no balls happened as well. I can't get over that shit, man. After all that's happened to Pakistani players about spot fixing and all that,
Yeah.
and it still carries on.
After Amrit.
Yeah, Mohammed Amir, and my man lost 3 fucking no balls.
What an example he's setting, man.
I know, man. Isn't
I'm surprised he's still playing. He's quite fit.
He's 41, 42, isn't he?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I was
crazy.
surprised that he was still... I thought he retired about 10 years ago. I was surprised when I saw that in the news that he's bowled 3 no balls in an over. I was thinking, this geezer's still fucking playing.
But I was watching the PSL.
Yeah.
And the hashtag that you see on the screens is Kul Ke Khel,
Yeah.
right? And I was just like, okay, KKK. That's crazy. And then when I was watching the IPL, the hashtag there, Khata Khola Kya. Right? Right? So, I don't know, it must be some bank account or something.
Yeah.
Have you opened your account yet? Yeah.
So basically, I think, wasn't it IDF?
I don't know.
It was the bank that was sponsoring, so yeah.
But that's another KKK.
Right.
What's with these leagues? Do they not recognise this?
No, I don't think it's that deep. I think it's just...
I think there's
'Cause
some
they just
big
can't
joke being
tackle
played
them.
here.
Huh?
I think there's some big joke being played here.
Nah, I don't think...
I think those guys in America, in that little town, they're looking at this. They're on Sky Sports. They're trying to watch some cricket. Some good, healthy, young, white people play
Right.
cricket. The English cricket team.
Right.
The
Nobody
Australians.
white in America watches cricket, by the way.
No, but those boys do.
Right.
Them folk there, they're retired. They got nothing better to do.
Right.
They want to watch some white people play cricket. They flick Sky Sports on. They see what Pakistan Super League, Indian Premier League. Now
Yeah.
fuck that. Get some ads there. You
No,
know what? I want the hashtag printed on every single screen. KKK. Make it work. Whatever their language. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Carta, cool. Put it on.
Nah.
Put it on now.
See, this is what I hate, man. When you get into your conspiracy mode and stuff like that.
I think that is the only sound explanation for having 2 cricket leagues that are repping the only hashtag, by the way. There's no other advertisement with any other hashtag. Both hashtags have KKK.
Right.
Do you give me the explanation?
It makes sense because one's been sponsored by a bank and it says, have you opened your account, which is something similar they used in cricket as well.
So it's just a
have you
coincidence.
opened your account for like scoring and stuff.
And they couldn't have said...
Go on.
Okay, let me say.
They could have said what?
Kata Kola Kene.
No. How the fuck does that mean?
No, do you know why? Why? Kata Kola Kene. So, because that's KKKN.
Yeah.
It makes it acceptable. You know, like Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum.
Right.
You put the G on the end, it becomes acceptable.
Kabhi Khushi.
Kabhi
Kabhi
Gum.
Gum. K.
KKKG. So without the G, without the G, we're in dangerous territory.
It's not known as KKKG.
It is. It's known as K3G.
K3G, yeah, that's it.
KKKG.
Yeah, K3G.
Well, K3G is because the Indians are bringing back some power.
I've never ever heard it being described as KKG. It's K3G. I was thinking, I'm not.
Yeah, it's K3G because that's the Indian marketing.
Right.
Bringing it back.
So they should have just said K3.
K3. But where's the G?
That's what I mean. So for this Indian Katakola, you're saying is they should have said K3.
I'm saying they should.
Right.
This is going out to IPL now. Yo, you need to bring some of that power back. If you really want to keep it the 3Ks, right? Or you could do Kata Kula Gene, right? At the end.
I think it makes perfect sense.
To you it would because you are a racist.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I just know how, like,
How what?
how.
Alliteration. That's the... Yeah, you can have alliteration with the other 25 letters of the alphabet.
Right.
Just leave the K.
KKK. I didn't even think of it.
You know
that
what?
way.
Something to think about.
Right. I didn't think of it that way. To be fair.
But anyway, Indian cricket have been crazy. Obviously spanked England 4-1.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
And do you know what? Shubman Gill got into it with James Anderson.
I saw that.
You saw that, yeah?
Yeah, he's saying retire, and then
right.
did you hear that conversation with Johnny Bairstow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Bairstow's a cunt, mate.
100%. But you know what? Shubman Gill came across as one in that video.
I don't think he did.
Why not?
Because if Jamie Anderson's going to be giving it to him while he's on a fucking century, that is.
But he got him out.
He got him out, but what good was he? Already made a century by then.
He got him out after the chat, which means he got the better of that little thing there. Doesn't matter that he got a century. If you're giving talk to someone, oh, you should retire, but then that guy you're telling to retire gets you out. Is that not embarrassing?
Not after you've scored a century. Like, you're already tied by that point. Like, you could tell.
If you got out to someone else, or if you're going to say, oh, he was lazy or whatever, you can't be lazy after giving someone chat. This is
I suppose
2 overs later.
But he had played all morning, and then I think the way Rohit Sharma and them two got out like within like an over of each other after getting centuries, because
Sharma got out in the first ball of the day.
Yeah.
But the
that day it was the
comments,
session.
and again we go to the public perception. Some of the comments that were flying about as to Shubman Gill, they were like, this is why the current generation of cricketers, like the new generation that are coming through, like the Shubman Gills, are never going to reach the heights of your Tendulkars because they've got this attitude.
No, you need to have that attitude though.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
only one person I've seen, and 2 people I've seen in the Indian team have that attitude and succeed. One was Yuvraj
and Kohli
against Stuart Broad when he hit the 6 sixes. That brought that out of him. Some people just have that innate personality. Yeah. And number 2 is Kohli.
Yeah.
But Kohli is a different breed.
No, but I'm pretty sure like Sachin wasn't like, a naive cricketer. I'm sure he must have given his share of sledging.
He didn't. I've watched plenty of highlights, plenty of matches. Sachin Tendulkar, and this was known, and he's spoken about this in interviews, and Nasser Hussain, etc., have reflected on this about him in interviews. He never even looked up.
Right.
He was looking down, putting his markings, and this is where the comments come from.
But cricket is changing. Like, people are a bit more confrontive, and like there is a lot more sledging happening now as well. So like you see it with like likes of Rishabh Pant and all them as well. Like they're quite vocal on the.
But it's a gentleman's game.
But is it also that, or has it always been the case? But now it's just picked up on the mics. That's the thing as well.
Maybe
it is that.
Maybe that adds to it. Yeah.
Because it's not like cricket.
It's not like it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like everybody just like hugging and kissing each other on the touchline. Obviously,
Agreed.
You got to get into the head of the opponent. It's just that now we get to hear it because of the mics and the stumps and stuff. I think it's just that. And I don't think there's anything too bad in. I don't think he came out looking bad. Shubman Gill, he made a century. In the end, actually, he went into that series.
You can't ignore. He got a century. Yeah, we get that.
But he got
the century the day before.
He went into that whole kind of series on the edge a bit because there was a lot expected of him. He wasn't playing well, and in the end, all was well for him because he got like a couple of half centuries, a 90. Two centuries, so he did well in the end of the series. He did. He was the second highest run scorer, I think.
Yeah, he's bought himself a few more games.
Yeah, not few. I don't think he's droppable. I think he
was at the point he was teetering on being dropped.
He could have been, but I don't think there was enough players missing for him to be guaranteed to start, even if with his bad form. So I think he'll carry on now. He's a player that the BCCI have earmarked for as like the future Kohli, so I don't think they're going to give up on him easily. So it'll be one to watch, definitely, I think.
Another thing to note from this series was Jaiswal, man. He hit more sixes in one innings, 12, than Sir Alistair Cook did in 261 test innings.
Yeah, I mean
11.
Sir Alistair Cook is like a boring cricketer, man.
But he was good, man.
He was good, yeah.
You can't deny that.
But Jaiswal, mate, he first came to my notice in the IPL last year. He was fucking slogging him. He was an exceptional player, man. He really is. He's 22 years old.
He is the future of Indian cricket,
100%,
hopefully.
100%.
No, because players do often come onto the stage like this, set it alight. Like Rishabh Pant's done it.
Yeah, but Rishabh Pant, I mean, the reason he's been out is because of the accident. Let's hope he's still the same player as he was before.
But he was out for a bit before that too.
Was he?
Yeah, he wasn't really in the one-day setup either.
Yeah, no, he's played a few amounts of games. He's played about 26 tests.
He wasn't in the World Cup.
But that's because he was injured.
Right.
Yeah, he was injured. He got injured he got the accident. It was in December 2022. And it's only now that he's coming back. He's been cleared to play in the IPL. And they're saying that if he can keep, he'll be in the team for the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
So, be good space to watch that one.
Yeah.
Did you hear about so I was reading this article today, like apparently they're trying to persuade Kohli not to be in the World Cup for the T20.
Really?
Yeah. So they said that the chief selector's going to have words with him to kind of like, not encourage, because obviously he's a legend, right? You can't tell him like you're out of the team.
Yeah.
They're going to try and get him to say like, I'm going to step down, because he's not played T20 for international for like about a year and a half now, or maybe more. And then they're saying that the conditions in the West Indies won't suit him. So they want somebody faster to play, like somebody like, Shivam Dube and all those, Rinku Singh and them. So they're saying so apparently it's the selector's job now to kind of like talk him off it and be like, listen, sorry, there's not space for you. What
are West Indies tracks more? Flat, dry?
Yeah.
So you need to put in the work?
Yeah.
But that's like Indian conditions, no?
I know, but then they're just saying, they're just saying that it's not going to be
That's
good.
Crazy.
By the way, he's given birth. Well, his wife's given birth to a son, so that was the whole point.
He's also given birth.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But that'll be interesting to see. If they're saying that if he has a good IPL, then he'll be in. But if it's like a standard IPL,
it's crazy that a player of that caliber has to almost audition for his place in the team. It's crazy how life works in a round circle, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. He's been exceptional in all of the formats. Actually, you can't really say he's not been exceptional in T20.
And you know what? The team just has that bit more experience now, and just that bankability. He's gunners. He can stay there.
Yeah, one player like Sharma's obviously like solid now. He's going to be captaining. Obviously, he's going to be starting, so he's a given. Shubman Gill's going to be opening with him. I'm pretty certain about that. Jaiswal is 100% going to be in there. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the top 3 gone, done, locked in.
So KL Rahul will be dropped, you reckon?
No, I think KL Rahul's going to be keeping. So right. KL Rahul, but I don't think he's going to be like he's going to be batting further down the line, like 5th, 6th, I think.
Right.
And then it's going to be either like Rinku Singh, Shivam Dubey, and all those other.
But Shivam Dubey hasn't really performed himself on that level that he's just.
And then Tilak Verma, so like all of
what
those.
What about Pandya?
Yeah, I think Pandya. I don't think he's going to be playing, is he?
How will he not be playing, man? He will be playing.
You reckon?
Yeah, of course.
And then Tilak Verma as well, like he's another big hitter, man. So and then obviously Surya Kumar.
That actually just reminded me, Hardik Pandya, the whole Ambani wedding, man.
Like, yeah. And then also like Surya Kumar Yadav was all in there, so like there's a few
Fuck
big
him, man, he's done now. After that World Cup, he's done, bro.
Nah, T20, he'll still kill it.
He's done. Kill it my ass, bro. He's done.
He's the best batsman in T20.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see, yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, Ambani's... It wasn't even a wedding.
It was a pre-wedding.
It was a pre-wedding, which happened 3 months before the wedding. And it was over 3 days.
It was like a huge, expensive PR exercise.
You were in India. Were you there for that?
Yeah.
Was that the wedding you got the stomach bug in?
It was just been on my Instagram for like fucking weeks.
You couldn't miss it?
You couldn't miss it. It was been on Instagram for weeks.
Rihanna
performing. But I found the clips I saw of Rihanna's performance. You know what was fucked about Rihanna's performance thing was she got the name of the bride wrong. Have you seen it?
No.
So the groom and the bride is Anant.
Right.
And then Radhika is the girl's name, right? And so she goes, congratulations to Anant and Radhiki. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see it.
She calls her Radhiki.
That's crazy.
Imagine you paid somebody £5 million and they fuck up your name.
Do you know what it is though? Indians do mispronounce names as well.
Yeah.
We always have a chip on our shoulder when our names aren't pronounced right. But I was watching a cricket game where there was an Indian commentator, I think it was Ravi Shastri maybe. And what was his name, man? It was...
It's Labushing, isn't it?
Labushang.
What is it? What's his name? How do you pronounce his name? I can't even spell it, let alone pronounce it.
Oh, it was England was playing. And it was Dawid Malan. Now, you know Dawid is Welsh. He's got a W in his name. It's not David.
David, yeah.
And David is playing great. Some great shots from David. Absolute disregard for his name.
David.
Don't give a fuck. But coming back to Rihanna, she was paid $9 million for that performance.
Dollars, right? Yeah.
9 million,
standard
man.
For the
standard.
Ambani, yeah. They had Beyonce performing at his daughter's wedding.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Honestly, there's only a select few people in the world that can bring Beyonce and Rihanna to perform at your wedding. Like that is Beyonce and Rihanna, they're billionaires. A billionaire performing for pocket change, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, for them, for the Ambanis, it's a show of power and status, isn't it, really? And it's like a PR exercise for them. So it's like short change for them, really.
Diljit performing there too.
Yeah, I mean, his worth is like $110 billion or $120 billion. He's like the 10th richest person in the world. The richest person is in Asia. The clips I saw of Diljit's performance was really good. I thought that was way better than like what Rihanna performed. And yeah, it was good. It was good.
And even the fact that you can have Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan.
Yeah.
3 of them, the biggest Khans.
The biggest celebrities in India, basically.
Biggest celebrities in India. You get them through who don't even, historically, haven't even got on with each other as much. Yeah. But to get them together on stage at a pre-wedding party.
And like, as backup dancers, by the way.
Backup dancers. Yeah. That's nuts.
There was one clip I saw. So Akash Ambani, who's the elder son of Mukesh Ambani, so it's his brother's wedding, right? Yeah. They're like Shah Rukh Khan speaking to somebody, and then Akash Ambani comes in and he pushes him away, and he tells him like he points to him to stand there.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucked. And that's Shah Rukh Khan, the biggest fucking person in India. Really, If you think about it, and he just pushes him, and he like.
You reckon Shah Rukh Khan's the biggest in India?
Yeah. Do you reckon? Yeah.
Not Amitabh Bachchan.
No, I think Shah Rukh Khan's like pull, like he's huge in India and outside India. I don't think Amitabh Bachchan is as huge outside India as Shah Rukh Khan is. So that's why I would say worldwide, Shah Rukh Khan is probably bigger. I went to Shah Rukh Khan's house, mate, a couple of weeks ago.
I've been years back.
Right.
So it's just standard. It's just as a standard road outside.
It's become like a tourist spot.
Yeah.
Soul's actually.
You took a picture with it, didn't you? I didn't take a picture with it because I'm not.
Right. No, I took a picture. Yes,
I'm not giving him that level of satisfaction.
Right. My mum was like, she was amazed. She was like amazed by the fact that people just come there just to have a picture taken.
Yeah.
She was like,
I get it. I agree with your mum.
She was like, like.
So did you explain to your mum the thought process?
What?
That why you took a picture with the house?
No, she was saying like it's amazing. Like look at the fate that he brought on earth with him. That people come from far just to get a photo of his house,
right? To
show like, look, we've been to Shah Rukh Khan's,
right?
So she was amazed by that, and she was very excited to have a photo taken as well,
right?
But I'll show you the photo. She's beaming like, looking. Watch this. And my in-laws are not fans of Shah Rukh Khan at all, so they were just unbothered by it all. Look. And then I was just telling you like that Shah Rukh Khan's house.
Yeah, have you heard of this thing called Chaupal?
Who? What?
Chaupal.
What's that?
It's the Indian Netflix.
Indian Netflix called Chaupal?
Indian Netflix.
I don't think any Indians have heard of it.
There are. I can confirm, because I've now seen it playing in a household. I can confirm that Chaupal is about in Birmingham.
Right.
And I googled it. Seems legit. It's an Indian Netflix show. There's a free version, a light version, where there's some shows available.
Oh wait, it's a Netflix show?
No.
Oh, so it's like Indian Netflix?
It's its own streaming platform.
Right.
It's crazy.
Chaupal, how do you spell it? If I Google it now, it's not going to come up with some dodgy shit.
No, it's not that kind of joke. Chaupal, Chaupal.
Chaupal.
Watch movies and series in Punjabi, Bhojpuri and Haryanvi languages.
It's a media company, Chandigarh. Okay.
You see how I'm putting you on? You call yourself a film enthusiast, yeah? I'm putting you on.
Register, get up to 300. Oh, okay. So what series have you watched on it?
No, I have just seen it in works. I'm not the target audience for this.
Popular Punjabi actresses Neeru Bajwa. Okay, all types.
Well, the only Punjabi actress.
Nah, there's popular Punjabi actors by genres, Haryanvi movies. You know, Bhojpuri movies and songs are the funniest ever.
I don't even know what Bhojpuri is.
Okay.
What is Bhojpuri?
It's a language.
Is that what? Punjabi?
No.
Okay,
Bhojpuri is like from, I think it's from Bihar. But it's just like next level funny.
And what about Haryanvi?
Haryanvi is the language from Haryana.
That's crazy. So they have their own language?
Yeah.
But wasn't Punjab and Haryana together?
Yeah, so but Haryanvi is very similar to Punjabi, but it's just slightly differently accented and stuff. And some words slightly different.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
No. That's mad. But they make films for that?
Yeah, they're Haryanvi films. They're like, it's a whole language in itself. Haryanvi is like, you know Randeep Hooda, the actor?
I thought the only Hooda I know is a cricket player.
Right, okay, never mind. He's from Haryana. Chaupal, I wonder what films are on there, if it's worth like subscribing to or not.
See, I'll put you on, man.
You don't put me on for shit, bro.
I'll put you on.
No,
you know what you're going to do in a couple of months? You're going to be like, yo, Aman, you need to check out this service, man. I'll watch this film on Chaupal. You're just going to drop it in sneakily, like, yeah.
No, it's probably something I get from my mum, because then she can watch Indian films and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be live.
She doesn't really watch Netflix.
Yeah, it'd be live. Last thing, really. There's been a sport that has just taken over.
Is it that paddle thing?
Padel?
Yeah.
You've seen it, ever since I mentioned it to you now, you've seen it loads as well, right?
What do you mean, ever since you've mentioned it to me?
Oh, fuck off, Amrit. I told
what
you
the fuck do you mean by that?
I told you this.
Also, I never came across paddle before you told me.
No.
I
literally sent you a court of Manchester. I said, there's a court in Manchester, we need to go play there. And you were like, why? Yeah. Why do we need to do this? I was like, yo, because it's this new thing that's popping around.
I said to you, why want to do it? Because I know what it is.
No, you don't know what it is. Have you played it?
No, I've not played it. But
you considered lying just then. That little pause there, you were going to say,
I've just not played it. Why would I have played it? It's
right. Wait, where did you see or hear about it before
on Talk Sport, not years, but months back.
No, you didn't.
Because Simon Jordan during the World Cup was banging on about how he was playing against like the emir of fucking whatever country.
Right.
And then apparently Jurgen Klopp plays it a lot and he's really good at it.
Serena
Like,
Williams plays.
Sorry?
Serena Williams.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean.
Beckham.
Yeah, all of them play.
Andrew Schulz, a comedian I follow. He's playing it crazy. Like, they can't get enough.
Yeah, but it's like a mix between squash and tennis, basically, a little bit, because it's something that if it comes off the walls, you can
still play it backwards into a point.
But I would fucking smash you because I'm better than you at any racket sport. I got you on lock.
You reckon?
What do you mean you reckon?
I remember that one time we went to play tennis, right?
Right.
We went to play, and our dear friend Aaron joined us.
Yeah, and he was shockingly bad.
Aaron regretted coming with us so much because you were being the biggest arse on planet Earth.
Because what was
and you know what? And I was like, I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Right.
I will also match you and become the second biggest arse on planet Earth.
Because any shot that was about
and what happened was I beat you in that game.
You did not.
And you walked. Literally, you didn't talk to me on the journey.
Yeah, because
I dropped you off.
Yeah,
because you used to live a door away from me, and I don't think we spoke for about a week or two after that.
No, because what was happening was clearly you and Aaron were winding me up because any shot that I played that was like 10 yards in, you were calling out.
So it happened to be that there were two of us, right? Yeah. And even though Aaron had nothing to gain by lying, you couldn't take his word. Everyone else in the world is incorrect. It was just you that was right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what was clearly in was being called out, and what was clearly out for your case was being called in.
I tell you what, Padel, I would fuck you up.
What's Padel?
The sport we were talking about. Padel.
Oh, okay.
The new sport.
You would not.
No, let's do it. Let's book it. I'll find one. If there's not a court in Birmingham,
why don't we have
let's
this
go
series?
to Manchester.
Why don't we have this series where we face off each other in racket sports?
Not even just racket sports, because we need to do chess as well. There was a whole thing about chess.
Right.
We need to do chess.
I'll fuck you up in chess.
No, you wouldn't.
Given. That's a given.
It's not a given.
Right.
We've got paddle.
Badminton, you are absolutely shocking in it. I've beaten you every single time by a score of about 21-0.
No, you haven't.
Right?
No, you haven't.
It will happen at some point.
Just pool.
It's not a racket sport. It's not a racket sport, is it, mate?
Mate, it's a stick.
It's not a racket sport, though, is it?
Mate, pool.
Table tennis,
actually curtains for you. It's curtains for you.
Right.
Pool. Darts, curtains for you.
Again, not a racket sport. Do you understand?
We're not just talking about racket sports, so we're just talking about life. Anything, bring it on. I'll fuck you up.
No, we're doing chess and racket sports.
No, we're not doing chess and racket sports. Football, you know I'm better. Amrit, don't kid yourself here.
Name me one time you've gone past me in football.
Amrit, I'm an attacker. You're a defender.
Yeah. Name me one time you've gone past me in football.
I remember going past you. You fell flat on your ass. It was embarrassing.
Right.
And I stopped doing it after that.
Right. I'm sure you did, buddy.
You're shit. You think you're like Puyol, but you're like you're not even Van Dijk.
Even at cricket, I would fuck you up. Like if you were bowling to me, I'd hit you out of the park, and you know it. I can't bowl for shit, so I can't bowl to you, right? So I can't get you out. But if you were to bowl to me...
So you can't get me out?
Yeah, because I can't bowl.
All right, just leave it there. You can't get me out.
Because I can't bowl. Look, I don't bowl. I bat.
I know we take this, we joke about this, right?
Yeah.
But I would fucking embarrass you.
Bowl to me. Bowl to me. I mean, it was a bit of a shame. Well, actually, we couldn't have played each other because we were in the same team.
Go in the other team. Go in London. Captain them for all I care.
Right.
Do you want to go in London's team this year?
No, because the Birmingham one's better. Better because of me, mate. I couldn't even play.
The guy that didn't play, the team that won without you, you fucking didn't. You fielded for the other team as a sub fielder, right? Yeah. So if anything, you worked against us,
yeah,
right. But anyway, this is enough waffle. This is enough for the episodes for today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had fun, and catch us for the next episode soon.